How big is the drug problem out here in St. Catharines?
Bad enough to make you disappear.
That's crazy. That's a crazy way to put it. Yeah. And how many people you seen out here disappear? How bad is the drug problem out here in St. Catharines?
It's normalized for some reason. It's normal to walk over a body that could be dead or not. I stop all the time and just like to make sure they're breathing. You know what I mean?
That is crazy.
People just walk by like it's nothing.
How bad is the homelessness here in St. Catharines?
Very bad.
Can you describe it for me?
Very bad. People have nowhere to live. There's places that are boarded up that could be turned into housing and government run and have decent people in there. And all the people are decent. It's just everything gets taken away. They make you live in a tent or a tarp and they don't care where. And you're there not doing nothing wrong. I know people. And the cops will come down, take them stuff and take it and throw their stuff away. That's all they have. That's all they have.
But I can see some of this younger generation is kind of losing hope.
Yeah, I guess you could say they're kind of lost in a way. They don't know where to turn, right? Like where do they turn? Like who do they ask for help?
Well, they're spiritually starving, right? And that is, we have a mind, we have a body, and we have a spirit. And if you don't feed all three, something is starving.
Do you think that there's hope for people? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you know what I say this is, as believers of Christ, it's not, we can't depend on the government because, see, the Bible said that the government is on Jesus' shoulders. Right. So that means that we are Jesus followers. So we're the ones who are supposed to be stepping up saying, hey, if there's a need, if there's a problem, God sent us to solve the problem.
Right.
So I'm not really going to depend on the government because the government I serve is the kingdom of God. Yeah. So I believe that God is going to open the door.
Hey guys, before we start this video, I just want to give a big thanks to everybody that showed love to the last video. It really means a lot. I want to grow this channel to a higher level so I can help people on a bigger scale. Guys, please share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I also want to give a big thanks to Kingdom Global Alliance Ministries, also known as KGAM, for inviting me to another one of their events. It was a great success. We had a lot of fun. We handed out a lot of food to people, and it's just great to see people smiling and eating. I also had the pleasure of meeting Apostle Jacob Dozier Jr., who is the founder of this organization. He is a 30-year Army veteran, and we will talk to him later on in this video, and he will explain to you about all the work that Kingdom Global Alliance Ministries is doing for people out there. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace out. Alex, I know you said you're a resident of Niagara Falls. How bad is the drug problem here?
Well, we're really seeing the dynamics of the area change. We definitely have a large homeless congregation, which didn't exist 10 years ago. We've always had homeless, but they were more like couch surfers. Now we've got tent communities. So we're definitely seeing things progress in a less than perfect direction.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I think even ourselves, like most of us are feeling the pinch. You know, the groceries have doubled in price, the housing costs are skyrocketing, and our paychecks aren't necessarily growing. So I think everybody's feeling the pinch a little bit, but those that were kind of on the cusp, they're definitely getting pushed out. And, you know, minimum wage is skyrocketed, but at the same time, it's not going to make ends meet.
Cost of living has skyrocketed. Like, you can't compare the cost of living to the minimum wage. It's just not, it doesn't make any sense.
When you're looking at $1,300 for an undesirable one-bedroom or bachelor, and, you know, close to $2,000 to get a two-bedroom in any decent part of town, that doesn't leave a lot for the average family. And, you know, if you're trying to raise young kids, you're scraping. It's difficult out there. Like, obviously we've still got the privileged and the wealthy few, but that seems to be shrinking. You know, it's the middle class is what's shrinking, right? So what does it take to live comfortably these days? I'm not even sure I've ever made that much, but we've always got by, right? As a construction worker, I raised 3 children in this area, and we went without very little. But I never made astronomical money. But we always had what we needed. And I'm seeing now, like, my kids are all grown up and they've moved out, but my groceries are more than when they used to live at home.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
So, you know, you spend $150 on groceries, and 3 days later you're run out of this and that. And we used to fill a shopping cart to overflowing for $100. Now we're carrying 2 bags out of the grocery store if you didn't buy meat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you didn't
So, you know, it's getting tougher. We're seeing it. And, you know, a lot of some families are banding together and working 2 or 3 jobs and fighting it. But I can see some of this younger generation is kind of losing hope.
Yeah, I guess you could say they're kind of lost in a way. They don't know where to turn, right? Like, and like, where do they turn? Like, who do they ask for help?
Well, they're spiritually starving, right? And that is, we have a mind, we have a body, and we have a spirit. And if you don't feed all 3, something is starving. So they're spiritually, a lot of them have always been spiritually starving, but now they're starting to physically starve, right? They're starving for relationship. Out here on the streets, you know, you've got a couple good friends if you're lucky, and, you know, one day they're not here anymore. You know, so who do you lean on? What do you have that's going to be a constant? You know, when we were kids, Mom and Dad were at home and we knew it. You know, I don't know what young people have at home anymore. You know, a lot of them are coming home, both parents are working. It's a different world.
It's a much different world, because nowadays, like, the mother is working too. Back in those times, mom was home, or you know what I mean? Even in most cases.
My generation likes to criticize the next generation for not, because, you know, by 25 I was married with children and a mortgage. Well, now my generation wants to criticize the next generation. Things have changed drastically, I promise.
Absolutely.
And the generation that's complaining about the new generation is the generation that raised them. So stand up, take accountability, and do what you can. And you know, I've got God on my team. Like, I've always got that. I have a constant that I can lean on. And for the ones that don't have that, I can see why they're flailing. Our suicide rate is through the roof. Here we are in the land of milk and honey, and we have an astronomical suicide rate, and no one's really interested in church. Because we have everything. We're flat broke because we're sitting in front of 75-inch televisions, and we've got cars in the driveway that we can't afford. Like, that's what being broke in Southern Ontario always was. Well, we're redefining it now, right?
You know,
we're seeing a different kind of broke.
Yeah, like, I mean, you know, like, immigrants come here and they work their asses off, because from where they came from, it was like way worse than this. And then we have, and they're you know, working hard to buy homes and stuff like that. And then we got the generation that's born here. Maybe they're not taught that they should work hard.
A lot of them kind of grew up with an entitlement where they felt that they should get married and have a brand new house and two brand new cars in the driveway.
One for the wife.
You know, when my parents got married, they didn't have a car, and then they got a car, and they had one car for 25 years. And when Mom finally went to work, they bought a second car. But, you know, my mom was in her 50s when she got her first dishwasher. I know women that won't move into an apartment if it doesn't have a dishwasher. So we've raised our standards. In the 50s, we were building 900 square foot homes. In the 60s, they were 1,100. In the 70s, they were 1,400. Now we want 3,500 square foot homes.
Right.
Like, I'm not convinced we're supposed to be living in sea cans. We live in one of the biggest countries. We live in the biggest country in the world. I think that there's room for everyone. I think we have room for a flood of immigrants, but immigrants that want to work hard, right? We have lots of room for hardworking people, right? Our system can only carry so much weight, but as long as they come in with intentions of assisting the system, well, then they should be more than welcome. This country was built on immigrants. Even our beliefs and what we feel is true was formed by different immigrants. So today, to say that you've got to come here and be like us is ridiculous. We are the result of many different nations coming together. We are the mosaic, and it's a beautiful picture. We are not the melting pot. We don't come here to be like everyone else. We come here because we're free to be ourselves, and we're free to be part of this society too. So when they say, I don't mind them coming here, but they better be like us, what? White, Christian, rich people? Wouldn't that be nice? Let's be real for a minute. You know, come here like our forefathers came here. Some of us are direct immigrants. If not, we're only a generation or two away from being immigrants.
And they brought their beliefs here too, right?
Put Jesus in a backpack. Thought they were going to sail him. It never entered their mind that he might already be here, brother. You know? it makes perfect sense to me that God would have revealed himself to North American natives differently to he did Jerusalem.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm not implying for one moment that God wasn't already here. Look at this place.
Yeah.
Clearly he was here.
What do you think the government can do to help? Or do you think they even care to help?
Well, they would like us all to be productive tax-paying citizens, I'm sure, right? Does it feel like they're on our team? Not always.
Yeah, because last time I was here and I spoke to people, they said that all the shelters are full. They can't even get into a shelter. So as a result of that, like, where are they going to go? They're going to sleep on the street.
Well, part of the problem is that mental health is a huge part of this. We don't have the staffing. Like, you know, people say, oh, why don't they just open the churches? Well, because we would have dead people in the pews in the morning. We would need security. We would need mental health staff. We would need a lot.
A lot of help.
These churches are struggling to keep the doors open on Sunday. And, you know, to open the door and to start, you know, I love to see that they're outreaching. I love to see that they have a heart for the people. But to think that you can open the door, would you open your house and just say, hey, everybody, come on in? I love the idea, but there's going to be problems.
It's not practical. It's not practical.
It's not going to work for long. There's going to be issues. And, you know, we're not all equipped to deal with overdoses. These people need to be trained and prepared to deal with this situation. You know, when we were kids, our parents worried about us finding a joint. That's the least of their worries today, right? We've got some big problems, and it's everywhere.
Because I was talking to, sorry to interrupt you, I was talking to guys last time, and they were talking about fentanyl is a big problem. How, yeah, and it's an extremely strong opioid. Like, just a grain of salt can kill you, right? So, I mean, what's your take on that?
And we've got to understand, this is not being prepared by licensed pharmacists, right? This is being slapped together in a basement by somebody totally unqualified. Every time you do a dose, you are risking your life, I promise. You do not know where that's coming from. There's very little accountability or traceability. You have more faith than me if you're crossing that line.
Well, thanks, brother. I appreciate you talking to me, man.
Buddy, we're
Means
on the
a
same
lot.
mission. Love you
lot.
guys.
Yeah, I love you too, bro. Thanks.
Awesome.
Alex,
Good luck,
guys.
Thank you.
How bad is the homelessness here in St. Catharines?
Very bad.
Can you describe it for me?
Very bad. People have nowhere to live. There's places that are boarded up that could be turned into housing and government run, and have decent people in there, and all the people are decent. It's just everything gets taken away. They make you live in a tent or a tarp, and they don't care where. And you're there not doing nothing wrong. I know people, and the cops will come down, take them stuff and take it and throw their stuff away. That's all they have. That's all they have. I've been lucky to have a sister-in-law to be at, but it's not my home. And I'm always gone with the people on the street because I feel at home with them, and I try to help them. They know who I am. I'm not anybody special, but I'm just like they are, you know, and I try to give them God's weed instead of the crack pipes because there's stronger stuff than that out there. But, you know, God made weed for help. Man made chemical to hurt. So who do you want to trust? I'd say God. But onto the topic, there is Queenston Street. You can walk right straight up, okay, before you get to King. There's an apartment building that's boarded up, man. Why not get government people in there? The building's already there. Why tear it down and cost money to build? It's right there. Open the windows up, open the doors, but have a government run of their money, okay? Have their money for rent taken out, like make it affordable for them. Give them a little bit of money for they can eat, but have a government run. There's community care they can get food from. There's these places, these people from God that help you out, okay? So you can make it. Have them, you know, if they do any damages, they have nowhere to be. So they get in there, they are told no damages. And the government people has to cover that. They have to have their own insurance, contents, to be in there. That's a fund they have to provide. You know, they'll have the internet, they'll have a place, a roof over their head, no matter what the weather is. You know, they'll have food from God, they'll have food from all these people helping everybody out. And without all yous helping everybody, where would everybody on the street be? In a tent. And we're not a number, we are all a name.
We are all a name.
Nobody special, man.
We're all a spirit too. No, I see you helping.
We use all. Yeah. Everybody. We all try to help each other, even them. They would take the littlest thing, man. Somebody other will need a bike patch, a wrench, elm key, whatever, you know. They all get together. They all help each other, but they all help and they all clean up garbage, man.
That's
You
awesome.
know, they all try to make a difference. You know,
It's day by day. The difference is day by day.
and the government gives them nothing. I'm 68. They took $1,100 out of my old age pension from starting me up. Was 3 months late. $1,800 minus $1,100, man. Not enough. I couldn't even pay my room, pay for my room and pay for the eat. $200 buy for a room.
That's ridiculous.
You know, so I have to go and I share. I give cigarettes. I give weed to help. You know, I have to buy it, right? But I share, right? Because everybody gets down and out, and they can be so strung out. You give them one cigarette, show them that you care, and it means something they never forget. So it's something little you can do, and they still appreciate it and don't forget, and they always come back.
Let me ask you,
You
why are the
Even use.
yeah?
You give so much from God, and it means so much to the people. They depend on seeing yous all the time, or they don't eat, my friend. Yous make them eat from God. Like, yous ain't appreciated enough. You ain't told enough how much it means, you know? It means a lot to everyone, to me and everyone else. You know, I was sitting here, I'm going, okay, well, where's lunch? I'm sitting here, I see the one come, I go, okay, guess what? There's gonna be food, there's gonna be people. When can I help? What can I help do to set this up, to get it going, to be part of this? See, I was having, now I want to serve and still have. I want to help and still have. I don't want to just sit back and do nothing. That's been me.
Yo,
I gotta be involved. If I'm not, then I'm not. I don't feel useful.
let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Why are the drugs so bad here? Why is it that right
this
here?
Toronto, this Hamilton, okay? Partly, GM used to be here. It used to be thriving town. Since the GM is closed, man, it's a ghost time. I never watched the movie Walking Dead.
Yeah.
At nighttime, my friend, and daytime, there's people that are walking dead. They're walking zombies, my friend, and it hurts me to see them human, but they are walking like a zombie from this chemical crap, man. And I hate it. I don't hate them. I hate the substance that they're on and the situation they get put in from the government. Don't give a crap. They don't care for them. They don't care for us. What about the little ones to come? They want to turn them into robots?
Yo,
You know what? Understand me? GPS them, chip them. They give them stuff, and everybody's immune system is different. They
Yeah.
give them one thing. Anybody got low immune system, it would take them out to make room for the young ones to turn them into robots. And that's what you're going to see. Flying cars, AI,
Yeah.
everything.
AI's already taken over.
Okay,
Yeah.
would you want to get in a tractor trailer or a car and have the car drive you around a computer and everything go down? Where are you? Remember 2002 or 2003? Everything shut down.
Imagine if that happened today.
Internet, hydro.
Yeah, but internet wasn't as big as it is
Right,
today.
But imagine when I was growing up, I'm 68, there was black and white TV. There was nothing to do. You know what I did? Outside. Cowboy in and spin the bottle, spin the tail on the donkey. Hide and go seek. You ever go to a drive-in?
Yeah, I've been to a drive.
To the drive-in, you see the hot dog, you see the wiener. Well, it's like life. I'm not trying to be ignorant or dirty, but you got to heat the bun to get it in the oven, don't you? You know what I mean? You got to look after your woman properly. Your woman look after you. But you give the $500 plate that Trudeau has for one meal, eats happy. You give that to a woman that can cook or a man. Well, how far can you make that $500 go? You hear me? A little bit goes a long ways. You take an inch of a roadblock, you find that inch, you take a mile to get through it and not be hanged up, not hurt nobody. I've racked up 12 vehicles, but never hurt nobody. I've had my insurance since I've been 16 years old. I got a perfect driving record, perfect police record. And I love women, I love kids, and can't have, okay? But I can walk through a concrete building with my temper. I try holding it back. My wife holding it back. She's gone a year. Now it's up to me, myself and I, and one person. Other than that, God. He's been keeping my light switch off instead of on. There's the two tattoos, man.
Yeah, I'm happy you keep God with you, bro. I'm happy you keep God with you and you don't forget him.
Every day I walk with him. I have to. I say, God, where are you going to take me? What are you going to let me see? What do you want me to do? Show me the way. And there's days, man, I don't know where I'm going to go, whatever. I just leave. I don't sleep no more. 4 years, I'm gone day and night. I walk alone, but I'm not scared. But I'm still not walking alone. I have my brothers, I have my sisters, I have yous. Or you're still my brother and sister. People on the street are still my brothers and sisters. So I'm not alone. And it's
I hear you. I hear you, brother.
You're
I
used
hear
to
you.
having 42 years of somebody. A soulmate gone. Everyone's gone. But guys, what? God takes so they not hurt no more. But God provides so many people that does care and use care and they care that are on the street. And they care that you're here to give them care and to give them love and give them God's good and grace and guidance. And if it was not for you, where would we all be? If it was not for God, where would we all be? We could all be together in the same tent, on the same tarp, on the same street. But why? Kind of government? Because the big corporations, the big money, greedy people. I've never been greedy. I've only asked God to provide enough to get by. That's it. As long as I got enough to get by, look after my family, my friends, man, I don't care about the rest. Money is the root of all evil. Greed and power is the root of all evil. But God's goodness is the best of all. And he don't ask for nothing in return. You can do wrong 100 times. 100 times our Lord would save us and forgive us. Why? He gives us the right to choose good or wrong. I've done wrong, but I choose to be better. I have my demons as well as anybody else do, but I go to turn to God to forgive me and forgive them. And before my time is gone, God forgive the people that I have a problem with. And I never have a problem with a woman or a kid. But guys that hurt, I got a problem with.
Do you live in the shelter or you live on the streets here?
Streets. I don't stay. I just like being outside. I'm like a big kid. Really, I'm actually like a big child.
Yo, how big is the drug problem out here in St. Catharines?
Bad enough to make you disappear.
That's crazy. That's a crazy way to put it. And how many people you seen out here disappear? Oh, that's fuck. What'd you do to your finger there?
How bad enough is it to see and
I mean,
not see?
how many people have you seen disappear out here?
A lot. Maybe 10.
Are you
Nope. 19.
are you a drug user too?
I don't know. I don't remember. I'm just checking.
What is your preferred choice like?
Beer. Bush beer.
Bush beer. All right. Smoke a little weed, drink a little beer.
Not even weed. Maybe like, I don't know, get a leaf, mix some cereal, some wheat in a water bottle. I don't know, lemon, water, make your own home brew. I don't know.
You like when they do stuff like this, when they handing out food and they do things for the community.
Mhm.
How long you been on the streets, brother?
Since grade honestly, I've been on the streets for like 9 months. Couch surfing with a rapper I rap with, BX.
How old are you, bro?
I'm 24. Mr. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like music a lot though. I'm an artist, not Jada Kid.
That's awesome, brother. I'm gonna let you do your thing. All right, eat your hot dog and shit. Nice talking to you, bro.
Yeah.
You want to give a message out there to the kids?
Yeah.
Tell them how bad the streets is.
For the youth, don't talk to strangers. And don't learn your ABCs or alphabets. Don't eat alphabet cereal.
Yeah. That's a good message. It's a good message. So do you live on the street here or in the shelter?
No, I did live in the shelter for a little while, but I am homeless. I live in a tent. I have an encampment. Even though we're not supposed to, I still have one anyway.
That's crazy. That's crazy. How hard it is here on the streets?
Being on the streets isn't hard. It's dealing with people that are in the same situation as me. That's difficult because they're hungry, right? And they know nothing more than to take. So it's like people steal a lot. That's what makes it most difficult, I think.
How bad is the drug problem out here in St. Catharines?
It's normalized for some reason. It's normal to walk over a body that's could be dead or not. I stop all the time and just like to make sure they're breathing. You know what I mean?
That is crazy.
People just walk by like it's nothing.
Like I was talking to a gentleman over there, and he was telling me it's like The Walking Dead here at nighttime. It's like zombies out here, and
it is. Apocalypse coming. Like they said it was coming. It's here.
It's been here.
It's been here. It's insane. It's the DT. They call down. It's turning people literally into walking zombies. Even when they're coherent, they're not coherent enough to articulate a sentence properly because their brain's fried. It's insane.
Do you use drugs too, or no?
I don't do that drug.
Okay, fentanyl. You're talking about fentanyl?
Yeah, I don't stay. I stay away from that. You know, I'm a 70s baby, so. I do my thing, you know what I mean? But I stay coherent. I work a job.
Okay.
I do outreach myself. I work in a church. I run a shower program for the homeless. I co-run a shower program for the homeless, and I clean. I am a Jill of all trades. Like I'm always on my legitimate hustle. You know what I mean? So.
I'm glad you don't give up hope. You know what I mean? I'm glad you stay. You know. Yeah. Nah, don't worry.
He likes to stir my pot.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. You should have got that on camera. You should have got that on camera.
He used to work for me.
Oh, okay.
My house, which made me homeless, caught fire.
Oh, no way.
And I hired him to work with me to clear out the house before, so they can do their estimates and stuff like that.
So what do you think the government should do out here? Like, what do you think they should do to help these people? Or are they helping these people enough?
They are helping some people. They are actually helping people that are able to help themselves,
right,
rather than help people that cannot help themselves. They're putting people in homes, but they're not teaching them how to transition into their home and how to maintain their home, how to grocery shop and wash themselves. And it's, to me, pointless if you're going to put somebody in a house, but you're not teaching them how to take their mind out of the streets. It's just going to be a cycle. They're going to get kicked out of that housing, and they're going to be right back on the streets because they have no idea how to maintain their house. Right now I'm uncomfortable in a house. I had housing, and I would much rather be in a tent. And it's sad because I have had lived in condos and houses, and I'm more comfortable in the tents. Doesn't make sense, but I've been out here for 2 years. so I've become institutionalized to being out here.
So before 2 years ago, you were staying in a house.
Managing a property on Queenston and Eastchester, before it caught fire. And then they put everybody else in a hotel because they had kids. And because I'm a single black woman, I got to fend for myself. So I didn't get no help, no aid. I work part-time for a church, and the rest of the stuff I do is outreach on my own rapport. You know what I mean? I don't get paid for it. I just
Do it out of the goodness of your heart. Yeah.
I have to. I can't walk by a body that's laying on the street. It's not my nature. That's not what we're supposed to do as human beings. We're supposed to stop and help our brothers and sisters.
Yeah, 'cause we're all together. We're in this together, and that's what I feel like the government forgets, that we're all in this together. That this is a reflection on them. All this is
like we're plagues of the community. When at the end of the day, like they've kind of made us this way. Like I see the way people look at me sometimes because I have a wagon, 2 wagons long, sometimes filled with stuff. You know what? I'm collecting donations. I'm moving my belongings with me because they're gonna get stolen if I left them behind, and I'm helping probably 3 other people along my way. So yeah, I got wagons, and I don't ask nobody for no help. I don't ask you to move out my way. I'll go around you. But they'll look at me like I'm doing something wrong because I'm homeless and because I'm lugging all this stuff. But they don't go to think like, where's this stuff going? I don't drive a vehicle. That is my car. Those wagons is my trunk of my car, and I put them over and over in songs. Like, you look at me with this disdain look, but like, you don't know what I'm going through, dog. Like, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what put me here. And the government has their part, and civilization, our so-called civilization, has their part in me being where I'm at in my life. I've done a lot of good things, so there's really no excuse for me to be on the streets.
Absolutely. Let me ask you something. It's a serious question. Yo, you think it'll ever get cleaned up out here?
I hope it does. My grandma raised me with hope and prayer.
A lot of people hope and pray, but I mean, like,
But if
the reality is different.
The reality is things have got to be completely different. Like, what they're doing at all is not working. There's no part of their plan is a good part of the plan. It don't work for us. And you have those autistic kids, you learn different ways to communicate with those children. So you need to find different ways to communicate with the homeless to make them want to engage and do something different with their life. You're allowing You're allowing people to sit around and do dope as long as they out your way and they're not hurting nobody that has money or none of the businesses. They're fine doing what they're doing. No, it's not okay. And you're showing them that it's okay. You're telling them it's okay and expect they're going to do something different? Like, that don't make no sense. It's not okay. It's not okay to walk over somebody's body. It's not okay to sit on the corner and shoot dope. It's not okay to sit against a building in the broad day, any time of the day, and smoke the dope. It shouldn't be acceptable. And I'm a person that, I do drugs. I don't do fentanyl, but I do drugs. And it's a personal thing. I don't do it as a social gathering. You don't come to my tent and we sit around and smoke dope. You know what I mean? I'll take my dope and I'll go in my tent and I'll smoke it by my damn self because it's not socially acceptable. It should not be socially acceptable, but we've made it normal. So until I think the government really, really rethinks and go in the opposite direction from what they're going, it doesn't matter. They got 3 other ways to go. Take another direction because what they're doing is not working. And the people that need the outreach are not getting the outreach. The ones who are able to go and get to the outreach are the ones that are getting it. You have people that can't.
Physically can't either, mentally and physically can't.
Exactly.
It's crazy because we're going to go to Ottawa next and we're going to interview some people out there. I know it's pretty bad out there by the Parliament. And isn't that so fucked up that they got the Parliament building there, our nation's capital.
Right.
But we have all these people on the street. Oh, it's okay. Just walk over him.
Yeah,
walk right over him. Yeah.
I should walk over you. That's what I will. And that's what, right now, is with my music, I'll run right over the government. I've been through hell in the city and back. I'm not from here. And I came.
Where are you from?
Windsor, Ontario.
Oh,
What? Duh. I went from
you gotta represent.
and then I hopped on the go.
Gotta represent. Yo.
Yeah.
But, Windsor's probably just as bad, or no?
Windsor is. It's just as bad. I came to St. Catharines because it reminded me of Windsor, in all the right ways and the wrong ways. All the faces are familiar, the names are familiar, and so is this.
You said you make music?
Yes. I do.
Yo, what's you got an Instagram? You got YouTube?
No, I don't. I do it. I just do it like with the church, and I have a non-profit organization, the Willow Arts Community. Check them out; they're amazing. They do a lot of great things in the community with art.
Willow Arts Community. Say that one more time.
The Willow Arts Community. They do great things for mental health and homelessness and addictions and all kinds of different art forms.
All right, we're gonna leave a link to that in the description of the video, guys. So make sure you guys check it out and donate if possible, please.
Yes. Because it is no government money runs that.
It was a pleasure talking to you.
All right,
thank you. We're here with KGAM, guys, again with another outreach program, and we're talking to Apostle Jacob. I'm going to let him introduce himself properly. Sir, what's your name?
Yes, yeah, my name is Apostle Jacob Son Dozier Jr. That's my full name. That name came from my father. My father was Jacob, so I'm a junior.
All right. He's carrying out the legacy, the old man's legacy, you know what I mean?
Yes, right.
So tell me more about KGAM and what you guys do.
Yeah, so KGM actually stands for Kingdom Global Alliance Ministries. And back in 2005, I was stationed in Germany. And I was pastoring the church in Germany, and God said I was going to go to all of these different countries. He said, I'm going to step foot in different parts of Africa, South America, all these places. And then in 2020, my wife, she went home to be with the Lord. She passed away in 2020.
I'm sorry about to hear that.
Thank you. And so God gave me this ministry in 2021. And when he gave me this ministry, you know, he said you're going to go on all these different places. So from 2021, from December 2021, we actually officially started the ministry. And now we're currently in like 35 different nations.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we're in different parts of Africa, here in Canada, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Germany, Poland, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, Liberia, and other parts of Africa.
Sorry, you started this group yourself? Like you're the CEO, or what do you guys call it?
Yes.
The leader?
So I'm the founder of the ministry.
Founder.
Yes. But God called me to ministry because it's not about one person. You see? So that's why if you ever hear them say, together we're KGM. So what we're saying is, together we do this together. So it's not about one. He gave me the vision, but he also gave me the people to help fulfill the vision. Like you help him fulfill the vision, believe it or not.
I'm honestly happy to be here, man. Like I'm happy I even got introduced to this because I've always wanted to help people, but sometimes you don't know where to start, right? And then sometimes you're like, you know, it's kind of like, oh, I'm just one person doing it, and then you know what I mean? You just don't know where to start, right? And where were you stationed in Germany?
Yeah, so I was stationed in a place called Kaiserslautern.
Okay.
Kaiserslautern, Germany. I retired from the Army. So I pastored the church in Germany, and I retired from the military, and I stayed in Germany until 2009. So one of the first ministries we connected with was in Ghana, Africa. So Ghana was like kind of the start. It's like kind of the start of everything. And then he said I would set foot in all those different countries, and then he started expanding into more. I never knew I would have come to be here in Canada carrying the gospel. I really didn't. It's all God. You know.
That's amazing. Us just being together is all God. You know, these things don't happen for a coincidence, right?
That's right.
So where are you originally from?
So I'm originally from Charleston, South Carolina. Yes, from down south. Hey, see y'all Canadians probably say, oh yeah, we know New York, but hey, I'm from down south.
Yeah, that's where all the good fried food is, right? The good fried chicken is in South Carolina.
That's right.
So what upcoming projects do you guys have?
So right now, next week, I will be going to help another ministry. We're going to Angola, Africa. I'm going to help a good friend of mine, Pastor Larry Giles. He's in Maryland. His ministry is going to minister in Angola. So I'll go with them for 10 days. And then after that, in October, we're doing a big KGM event in Ghana. We're going to bring all of our nations, all of those people we talk about, all the different nations going to be in one place.
Amazing.
It's all God. I've never seen nothing like this happen before. But God is bringing people who never traveled out of their home country. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big step, because there's a lot of people out there that won't leave their own city. You know what I mean? So that's a big step for them to head out to another country.
Yeah. So we're doing that in October, And then in November we have a ministry, a mission in Nigeria, and then in December we're going to Kenya. One of our executive assistants, Sharon, she's in Uganda. She's getting married, so we're gonna go be a part of that. And then we also have a food bank in Kenya where, like, we do this. We feed the widows and orphans. And then we have a food bank that's in Guatemala, so we do some similar things that in there. And we have a school. We started a school in Uganda for kids that can't afford to go to school, so we have a school there also. So one of the visions God has given me is to start food banks, things like this, schools, and clinics. Now we're praying God open up the door for clinics. And then here, we want to open a homeless shelter here.
Awesome. That's awesome. We need some shelters out here, because I've spoken to people even last time I was here, and they're saying that there's over 200 people on the street.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the shelters are full, and you know, you don't want to just blame the government, but I mean, the government needs to step in and do something about it. Because I was asking the lady that I was just talking to, I said, do you think that this is gonna change here? Like, do you think that there's hope for people? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you know what I say this? Is as believers of Christ, it's not we can't depend on the government, because see, the Bible said that the government is on Jesus' shoulders.
Right.
So that means that we are Jesus followers. So we're the ones who are supposed to be stepping up saying, hey, if there's a need, if there's a problem, God send us to solve the problem.
Right.
So I'm not really going to depend on the government, because the government I serve is the kingdom of God. So I believe that God is going to open the door for us to have not just a homeless shelter for people to just go in and sleep at night. We're talking about something where they can get transitioned back into the community, like the young lady you were talking about.
Yeah, she was
the
talking
mindset,
about it.
you see?
Mindset.
Yeah, so that's what we're praying for.
And people need spiritual help, not just food and money and a place to stay. They need spiritual help, because, you know, the hardest part is when you're alone, right? Like, you can offer them the help today, but tomorrow they're going to be alone.
That's right.
So where are they going to go? Who are they going to look to,
That's
right? If they don't have something already, you know, like something already placed in their mind and in their heart, where what they can turn to.
So you see, you've been here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
This is not just something fly by night. It's not a fly by night.
Yeah.
We're here. Okay, and we're going to continue to do this because we're doing the work of God. So you're going to see more people coming. You're going to see more. We're going to have homeless shelters and all these things like that. You know. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, what message do you have for the youth out there? You know, especially the kids that just, like, you know, they're experimenting, they're doing drugs, or they're, you know what I mean, like, yeah, they're experimenting, they're doing drugs, they're looking at, like, what message do you have for these kids? That maybe they're lost, maybe they don't know where to turn, maybe they don't know where to turn.
So when I grew up, you know, we were coming up, you know, we thought it was cool to drink and stuff like that, you know, because you didn't know.
Yeah.
So, and then as you grew older, and someone kind of grabbed you and said, hey, look, you shouldn't be doing that. Hey, let me show you the way. I just think the kids today, they need someone to show them the way, not like try to say, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. Someone that show them the love, right? In fact, you have to have a relationship first. So if I come to you and if I'm telling you shouldn't be doing that, that's not a relationship.
Absolutely.
But if I begin to talk to you and I learn how the things that's going on with you, now I'm establishing a relationship. And then now when I share something with you, you'll be able to receive it. But if I come and you say, no, you shouldn't do this, you won't receive it.
Absolutely.
But so I believe that we should establish relationships with them first, and then we'll be able to help them. I believe that wholeheartedly.
I believe that too. Yeah, because like you said, you can't just come and be like, hey, don't do that. The guy's going to look at you like, who are you, man, to tell me what to do, right? But these building relationships is very important. It's very important. Very important. Well, Jacob, thank you for talking to me, brother. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. And I really thank you for what you're doing. You keep doing what you're doing, because God gonna bless you tremendously for what you're doing.
I just want to I want to get my platform high enough that I can do what you're doing and help these people on a higher scale, right?
So
you know
I can tell you right now, your video is being shown on our page in different countries.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Man. I appreciate
Your
it.
video is going all over the world,
Yeah.
literally going all over the world.
Yeah. That's amazing. Thank you, brother. God bless you too, man. Thank you. You're a good dude, bro. You're a good dude, man. Yo, Jacob right here, man. He's a good man. Hey guys, if you liked this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out. Peace!